What's up, Wayne Barron here with ArchFix.net, and we are once again inside Microsoft Visual Studio, and we are going to be designing a Uploadify, which you'll be able to download the Uploadify script itself from our coding source site, which gives you the VB code as well as the C# code. And so, but what we're going to do is that we're going to expand this. We're going to make the Uploadify to where it inserts the data into a database, and we're going to do SQL Server and Access Database, and it's also going to add some text to the file, and also it's going to insert the file into a specific folder for that file. So this is going to be uploading images, so if, it's going to insert the file into a big folder, which is the original size of the file, and a thumbnail folder. That's really annoying. And so that's what we're going to be doing. So let's go ahead and jump over to our coding source. And once we get on our page, you have to be a member. So if you're not a member, go ahead and create a free account, and then scroll down to ASP.NET Upload Scripts. Come down and click on the image, or click right here, it doesn't matter, and go on to the article itself. And then scroll down to File Download, click here, and then we are going to save the file into our VS Lessons and Uploadify. So let's go ahead and save our file there, and we want to keep it. And then let's go ahead and show in folder, and then we can close out of that page. So let's open up the file, and now we've got different files here. We've got CS and we got VB files. And so what we're going to be doing is that we're going to be grabbing a hold of, this is for Visual Basic. And so I am not a CS programmer. I used a website to convert the VB scripts over to CS so that I can allow both people to download this file type. And so, but I do not do C# coding, and so that right there is something that I just don't mess with. I'm a VB coder. And so anyway, we're going to grab a hold of the following files: VB, and yeah, all the ones that we want have VB on them. And then come up here, we want to grab a hold of scripts, images, CS, and go ahead and grab a hold of that one as well. Drag and drop it over to here. So we should have web.config, upload vb.ashx, trigger upload _vb, trigger upload.aspx.vb, our uploads folder, scripts, images, and CSS. Our uploads folder is actually not going to be used, but anyway, it's there. And so, okay, so now what we want to do here is that we want to navigate. So let's go ahead and go to File, Open Website, and then we want to go to this folder right here, and then click Open. And it's going to give you this error. The website G whatever is configured to run on an older version of .NET Framework. Do you want to upgrade the website to use the .NET Framework version 4.0? This right here, I chose yes, and so that's what I want you to do here. Or you can choose no. Either way, it doesn't really matter. So choose yes, and then it's going to update all of the information, I reckon, inside the web.config file. And so now let's come over here to our Solutions Center. There we go. And so the file that we want to open up is that we want to go inside of our trigger upload.aspx.vb. Open it up. Actually, that was the wrong one. We want this one. Okay, let's go ahead and this one right here is not going to be used, but don't get rid of it. Keep it because you might end up using it for something else. So, okay, this right here is our main page that we're going to be running. Okay, now you can actually debug this. Start debugging. And this will actually allow you to upload a file. The script will actually run out of the box so that you can upload a, let's come over here, let's go KISS, and so I mean it will upload a file for you, and it's probably going to put it there. Yep. So I mean the script works, it runs out of the box on either BB or CS, so there's no problems there. And so okay, let's go ahead and bring that down, stop debugging, and now what we want to do here is that we got to make it so that we can actually pass some information to our processing page. And so what we're going to do is right here we're going to type in the following. Actually, let's move this right here, and let's do dim get ID as string, and actually it's not string, it needs to be changed to integer, equals request dot query string ID. Okay, now we can use this here. We want to go var ID equals get ID. Okay, and close that. Okay, so that's all that is needed for that part. And now we're going to come down here and change this to PNG because we only want images to be uploaded. And now the next thing we want to do here is come up underneath the script and type in script data, and then type in the following code, ID. There it goes. So anyway, that right there will take care of everything that we need to do here in this page. So this is basically ready to run. And so now what we want to do is we are going to go inside of, come over here to our Solution Explorer, and let's click on the uploadvb.ashx. And then we're faced with this code right here. And so just like our other upload lesson, there's a lot of coding that goes into doing this. And so let's go ahead and get started. And so the first thing that we want to do here is go from, let's go ahead and just bring that down. Okay, let's go ahead and start coding. Alright, we got dim get ID as integer equals inet32 dot parse context dot request ID. Okay, let's go back up here. We need one more. Okay, now let's go to dim string cs as string equals username. Okay, just as I've said before in the last lesson, you might want to in this area right here, you want to change to using the cookie or session, however you're keeping up with your users on your site. I use cookies. Okay, so now let's go ahead and bring this up. Okay, we got, now let's go in here and do dim RSS path as string equals, and then dim save RSS path as string equals, and then dim save th path as string equals, dim th path as string equals, and then dim get un as string equals plus string cs. Now do dim now as date time equals equals date time dot now. Go down, dim bytes as byte equals new byte posted file dot input stream dot length -1, and then close it. Okay, now dim get time as string equals now dot to, yep, that's right, to string, and then HH. Let's come over here and let's copy this plus change this to MM and SS. Okay, so that way we got our hours, our minutes, and our seconds. Okay, excuse me. And so now we're going to do, come down, we're going to do RSS path equals system dot configuration dot configuration manager. Would love to find that so I don't have to type it all out right there. And then dot app settings, and then RSS path plus get UN. Let's copy this, paste it here, and change this to TH. Okay. Next, alright, there it goes. Okay, next one we want to do here is do save th path equals context dot server dot map path th path. Okay, want to copy and paste this 3 times, and we're going to do save RSS path, and then this one right here is going to be, get rid of that, we'll come over here and we're going to do image folder /big. Okay, the reason why this one right here is different than the above is that we want our main picture that is uploaded. So regardless of how large that this image is, it is going to be put inside of our big folder, and in that way it keeps its aspect ratio. So it does not change. So this one right here will always be viewable. Okay, so now, see, if you're a member of Coding Source, we've got an image hosting site, which if you go over here to if you come over here to right here, CFF Pix image hosting or CFF Pix upload, this right here, as soon as it loads, this right here is the same script that we're actually getting ready to create or in the process of creating right now. And this one right here I've been using for about 4 years now, and so it works wonderfully. So anyway, let's go ahead and go back down to here. So next thing we want to do here is do dim file name as string equals posted file dot file name. Whoa. There you go. Must learn how to type. Okay, now let's do dim clear as string equals file name dot replace. What we're going to do here is that we're going to replace certain characters that we do not want to be added into our file name. So the first one is space. We do not want to have a space. So then we do replace, and then the next one is and. You do not want to have the and in yonder, so you want to change that to an actual AND. And then you do replace, and the next thing we want to do is percent. You do not want to have a percent in yonder. We're actually going to change that to nothing. And then the last one that we want to worry about is commas, and we're going to change that to nothing as well. And so if there's anything else that you want to remove from your file name string, that would be it. Okay, so now let's come down and let's do dim get logged user as string equals string cs plus underscore. What this is going to do is that this is going to put your username underscore and then the file name. So next one is dim get file as string equals get logged user plus get time plus clear. Okay. So what this is going to do is that this is going to go in and grab a hold of the get user. So it's basically going to be like this right here. Username underscore get the time, which is, we're just going to say 2:40:05. Then it's going to clear everything, and then your file name is going to come next. Okay, so now let's do if not directory dot exist and save path, then directory dot create directory and save path. Okay, so what this is going to do is that it's going to, let's go ahead and remove this. Okay, didn't realize it was down there. Okay, So if not directory exists, save path, then directory.create directory save path. That's pretty self-explanatory. If it does not exist, create it. If it exists, do not create it. So we want to copy this, and we're going to do this 3 times. So now let's come in here and let's do save RSS. And capital P. So, and then the bottom one is going to be our thumb. Okay, so that gets that part of it done. And we're actually about halfway done. So now let's go over here. We want to get the height, height and width of our image. So, alright, let's go ahead and grab that information. Dim get image, let's change that to get image width height as system dot drawing dot image. Let's come down and let's do get image width height equals system dot drawing dot image dot from stream posted file dot input stream. Okay, now I come down here and let's do dim PICW as string. I had to make sure I typed that out right. Get image WH dot height. Now let's do dim pick height as string equals get image height dot width. And last one is dim PIC WH as string equals pick height plus X plus pick width. Okay. So let's run over this code really quick. So the pick W as string is going to grab a hold of our H and W. Okay, that's better. Our pick height is going to grab a hold of our height of the image, the actual height. Okay, and the width is going to grab a hold of the width. And so what we're going to do in order to insert it into our database is that we want to grab a hold of our pick height, and then we're going to add in the X in between it. So basically all of the images that you see are basically like this right here, 1044 X 788 or 788. So that's basically how that is done. And so I wonder why. Okay, I got it. Right here. We misplaced our word, so it needs to, or misspelled our word. So, let's go. Also, there's one more here. We want to do replace, and okay. That way we get rid of them little guys too. We don't want anything that could potentially mess up our image string being inserted into the database and also being called back from the browser. Okay, so anyway, now let's come down here and let's see, save as. Let's see if we can still use this. Yep, So this right here is going to be changed to get file and get file. So that's going to be reused. So now let's come down here and let's do dim position as integer equals clear dot last index of So what this is going to do is that it's going to look at our extension. Let's just say we got image.jpg. Okay, what it's going to do is it's going to find this dot, okay, and then it's going to look at this extension, and then it's going to see what we need to do from there, what type of image that it is, and then process it. So now let's go to dim image to save as system dot drawing dot image, and change that to an equal, and let's do resize image, and let's do system dot drawing dot image and from stream. Okay, do posted file dot input stream, and then comma new size. Okay, it's not giving us the option to choose that, and so what we need to do here, okay, we need to come up here to the top and we need to add in new imports. Okay, what we're going to do here is going to type in imports and system dot drawing. Okay, now whenever we come down here to new size, we get that option to type in size. So now let's do 110 comma 130. Okay, next. Okay, we got this right here, but we're not going to worry about it right now, as this line right here is going to be added in below. So now let's start on the next line. It's image to save dot save, do context dot server dot map path dot combine th path comma get file dot insert get file dot last of index and then let's do image. Okay, it's not giving us the option, so let's come up here and want to type in imports system dot drawing dot imaging. Okay, now let's come down and we should be able to type in image format, there we go, dot JPEG. Okay, come down and close it. Okay, so we're going to redo this line, or both of these lines, so let's go ahead and copy that, come down and paste it, and then what we want to do is type in RSS to save and not worry about that, and come down and do RSS path and RSS to save. And so that should cover that part. Also, we need to change our dimensions to 335, comma 500. Okay, so that's got that part of it done. Okay, now let's go below this and let's start here. Okay, we're going to worry about the database work. Database work goes here. So what we're going to do is going to drop down to the end property, and then we are going to add in our resize image. So our resize image information goes here. So let's go ahead and type all that out. So it's private shared function resize image. See, before I was writing down the by value, but you really don't have to type that in. It will automatically type that in to resize as system.drawing.image, comma, and then size as size, comma, as system.drawing.image. Then bring it down, and as you can see, it automatically put the by val there. So it's up to you on whether or not you want to actually type it in or not. So let's do source width as integer equals image to resize dot width. Okay, let's just copy this, do height and height. Okay, now go down to dim in percent as single equals 0. I'm going to paste this out 2 more times, and let's do W and H. Okay. Next thing we want to do is in percent, this is going to be W equals okay. Okay, there it goes. Got to make sure you don't have no misspelled words here. Okay, let's do H. Let's do height and height. And since I copied and pasted that one, it automatically made it to where it was wrong. So, there it goes. Okay. It's good to copy and paste, but sometimes it sort of makes things a little difficult whenever you're trying to debug at times. So it's greater than in percent width. Okay, let's come down and let's do in percent equals in percent height, else let's do in percent equals in percent width. Okay, that's right here. We change to an equal, and there we go. Okay, like I said before, I love Visual Studio, but sometimes its autocorrect function can really mess with you, and also whenever you type in the wrong keys, it can really mess you up as well. So let's do dim width as integer equals cent. Let's do source width. Add a little star up yonder in percent. Okay, let's go down and basically same as before, copy paste, change this to height, and then come over here and height. Okay, next one is dim b as integer, b new bitmap as destination width, destination height, and do dim g. Okay, we automatically got this. Okay, as there it goes. All right, G as graphics, and then do equals graphics dot from image direct cast b comma system dot drawing dot image. Okay, the next one is g dot enter mode equals another one that we need to type in up here that I almost forgot about. Imports system dot drawing dot draw 2D. Come down here and voila, it finally works. Okay, let's go ahead and finish this up. Got about 4 more lines to go, so we got to do g dot draw image to resize, comma 0 0 width height. And then we go g dot dispose, and then return direct cast b comma system dot drawing dot image. And there we go, we got rid of our little squiggly line. And then we come up here and our resize image is no longer giving us a problem. Okay, what the resize image does is that it takes, let's say that you got an image that's 500 KB and you upload it. Okay, whenever the image resizes to 335 by 500 or 110 by 130, it'll take that 500 KB image on the RSS image, and it will have that image, it will change its file weight from the 500 KB to around 20 KB. And on the thumbnail, it will drop it down to about maybe 3 or 4 KB. So it will keep its original look, make it smaller without it being so huge. Okay, so that's basically what the resize image does. So okay, now the first thing we want to do is we want to do our access database. So you needed to have watched our previous videos, which I think is lesson 4 for inserting data into the database. And so that's for access, and lesson 5 for SQL Server. And so let's go ahead and I've got my code here, which I strongly suggest that you do the same thing. You just copy and paste your code. So let's grab a hold of it, paste it in right here, and this is our database work. And as you can see, well, let's go ahead and get rid of this because we're going to change that up as well. Okay, as you can see, we've got an error right here. Okay, what that error is that we're inside of a .ashx and we cannot use server.mappath. Instead, we've got to write it out as so: system.web.http content.current.server.mappath. Okay. And now that right there will get rid of the error, and that will allow it to run. Okay, now so the next thing we want to do here is that we got to go inside of our access database. And just in case you haven't done so, go in and get your user table that you used on our previous. If you have not watched our previous and you want to do this from scratch, that's fine. You can just basically copy this code out right here and have fun. And so you create your user table, and then we need to create a new table, and then right click design view, and we're going to name this Pix. Okay, this is going to be Pix ID auto number, and then we want Pix path, which is we're going to do long text, and then we want pic WH, which is the width and the height, and that's also going to be a short text. And then we're going to do user ID, and that's going to be a number. And so then we save it, right click, close out of it, come over here and type in insert into Pix path, Pix size, pic WH, and UID. Values 2, 3, and 4. Get rid of that last comma there. Get rid of that and this. Copy this out. 1, 2, and 3. Type in or paste. This will save you a little bit of time if you just copy and paste it out. Okay, and now for our Pix path, we want to do get file. And for our Pix size, we want to do bytes dot length. Oops. Do not hit the enter key. And for our Pix width, we want pic WH. And then here we want get ID. Okay, so now the next thing that we want to do here, after we save our work here, is we want to go into our web.config file. And inside of our web.config file, we want to perform the following. Okay, right here where it says folder path, we want to change that to RSS path. And get rid of that capital A. And then type in the following: ImageFolder / RSS. copy that, paste it down here, and change this to TH, and then thumbs. Okay. So what this is going to do is that it's going to create the folder, image folder, and then it's going to add the folder RSS and thumbs. So then when we come back over here and we do a debug and start debugging, okay, the first thing that we need to do here is we need to come over here and type in question ID equals 1. And then go ahead and browse. And let's grab a hold of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, my favorite number. Okay, now let's come over here and open up our Uploadify folder. And then once we start uploading, we should automatically see the image folder show up right here. One other thing that I wanted to check on right quick before we do that is, okay, right here, okay, this plus get you in, okay, right here, if you look up at your save path context server map path image folder /big, you need to come over here and type in plus get you in. And so make sure that is in there because it was not in there originally. So make sure that is in there in order for it to put your username folder inside of the big folder. So then we come over here, open up these two folders, or one browser window and one folder. And now let's go ahead and start our upload. Okay, and we get an error. It's a syntax error in our insert into statement. And it's right there. So that is where our error is. So let's go ahead and stop debugging. And let's debug again. And we're getting this error. So I'll be right back. Okay, we got this error because we tried to debug the wrong thing. Come over here and hit trigger upload. Now let's debug. Okay. Just remember, you cannot debug the ASHX file. So anyway, let's go ahead and enter that so that we've got an ID. And if you right click, view page source, you come down here and you see the ID of 1 right there, which is going to pass right here within this parameter. Okay, now let's go ahead and grab a hold of our images. And let's delete this because that got put in earlier whenever the there it goes. It got put in there earlier whenever we had our error. Let's go ahead and start upload. Okay, let's find out design view. We don't even have that in here, do we? So we need to type in pix size, and that's going to be a number. So save that. So that needs to be in yonder. So we forgot all about adding in the pix size into our database. So that was my fault. Sorry about that. Let's stop debugging. Come over and start debugging. Question ID equals 1. Browse. It makes it more real whenever we actually make mistakes. We catch ourselves on the mistakes, and we also learn from them, right? So anyway, let's come over here. Once again, delete that folder. And then let's start the upload. Okay. We've got our big, our RSS, and our thumbs. So we go inside, well, let's go inside of our big first. We got our username folder. Then inside of our username is all these files. So let's right click, view details. Okay, and this is the size of all of our files now. If we come over here and let's go ahead and open up a new folder. Let's go to this one, RSS, right click, view details. Okay, now inside of our RSS you can see how this originally was 21 KB, it's now 12 KB. And the bottom one was 157 KB and it's now 22 KB. If we go inside of our thumbs folder, right click, view details, and you can definitely tell a dramatic difference, and that is what the resize script does. Okay, this is what this does. This resize image does. Make sure that it changes your file size for you, and so that everything runs like it's supposed to. Okay, so that gets that part down. Let's go ahead and stop our debugging. Alright, that's got all of our access, and so we're going to drop down here and we're going to grab a hold of our script for our SQL Server. And so grab a hold of it, paste it in there, and then we're just going to grab a hold of these. Actually, we're just going to grab a hold of all of this and paste that here. Okay, and we're going to change this to there. Okay, now we need to go inside of SQL Server and we need to create this. So let's go ahead and open up SQL Server. Okay, now right click on table, go to new table. Okay, we want Pix ID as an integer, and then we'll come down here, change that, and then we want to do Pix path as a var character. I'm going to do this as 350, and then we want Pix size as an integer, and we want Pix width height as a var character of about 20. And actually we're going to change that just to be on the safe side, put it at about 50, and then user ID as an integer, and then we save this as Pix. Okay, right click, set primary key, save once again. So now whenever we run this script, let's go ahead and save it, come over here, debug, start debugging. Okay, we also need to come over here to our main folder. Let's go ahead and delete that one. Okay, now once again, question ID equals 1. Browse, let's choose these 8 files again and start uploading. And there we go. Created all of our files just as it did before within our access. And so that is your SQL Server, and this one right here is your access. I mean, you're basically using the same script here, except that you're just changing the DB connection to OBJ connection and then adding in your SQL Server. Okay, well, this is Wayne Barron with darkfx.net, and this is Uploadify, and within ASP.net, BB.net for Access Database and SQL Server Database. Alright, y'all have a rocking week. Bye-bye.